Am I audible? Hello. Is it working? Don't mind, it is just my second live stream. Just let me know if it is working. If anyone is here even watching my live stream. Okay, let me see. I think it is working. Okay. So what is up, awesome people? We are back here with another live stream, and today we are gonna work with Jetpack Glance API, and we are gonna create Android widgets. So I'll show you how it looks. So here is our emulator, and I hope you already know about what are widgets in Android, but still let me show. So this is our dummy application, and yeah, it is working, trust me guys. This is just a emulator lagging, but I can pretty assure you it works. So this is our list of all the widgets that we can show in the UI. So there is a long text widget, and first of all, this application is Android platform samples. I will just drop the link of this repository, this whole application, in the live chat and also in the description after our live ends. So here are all the designs of our widgets that we can show. So this is long text, this is our image, and for image loading we are also going to use coil library. And this is our image text list, and this is just our normal checkboxes, or you can also show any normal list with our checkboxes or any tick marks. And this is any action list. Okay, so let me quickly get some widget on the home screen, and I don't know why it is lagging a lot. Maybe this application don't want me to go live. And yeah, we have 2 viewers here, so that's cool. And let me click on this, and you might also want to perform this action from your application. So you can perform some click event, and now you want to have some widget in your home screen of application, so this prompt will come up, and I will also show you how you can use this prompt and show some preview here. So this is your application title, application name, and here is the preview of your widget. I hope you can also see my cursor. Is it visible, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is my widget preview, and there you can define the default size of your widget. So here it is 2 by 3. Okay, and now you can cancel or add. So I will add here, and now it is added, trust me. Yeah, where we got the toast message also. Let me go to the home screen, and there you can see it is added. So here it is 2 by 3 preview. I will hold this, and I can also resize it, and you can also customize how you want the user to resize your widget in Android. So here it is now 3 pixel, 3 boxes, and we cannot extend it with height. Okay, so our emulator is pixel 6, but I think it is lagging because I'm using a lot of softwares here. Android Studio 2, Android Studio Windows are there, and then my streaming software is also there. So that's why. And now let us start. So first thing we need is how we can actually create a widget. So how our widget will interact with our operating system and our application. So how our operating system will know that this is a widget from our particular Android application. So for that we have 4 main components in our Android: our activity, our broadcast receiver, our services, and our content providers. and here this will act as our broadcast receiver. So we will just place a tile here with using our Jetpack glance, and we will define the receiver in our manifest. So we will interact whenever we are interacting from our widget, so that will be translated to this Android manifest file, and then our Android manifest file will interact with our operating system, and then we'll update our app state. Okay, so now let us start. First of all, as usual, we need the dependencies. So let me get the dependency here. Okay, let me check. So we need the two dependencies here, glance widget and glance material 3. So let me copy this thing and I'll paste it here. And also I am using Kotlin 2.0 here for faster compilation times. There you can see now Kotlin and Compose is merged into one repository. So let me get this. Let me get this dependency. So I will go to my toml file. I will define it here. Our glance app widget library and glance material 3, and remember this thing, this glance material 3 is different from our compose material 3, and this whole glance thing is not actually related to compose. It runs on compose runtime, but this library is not exact same as our Jetpack compose library. It works on the principle of compose, but it is not actually compose. It is a whole separate library that is called Jetpack glance. So let me get this. I will define this glance version here, 1.1.0 snapshot. So now it should build, and this error will go. Also, let me know in the chat if my voice is clear, and if this is lagging a lot, or it is just fine. Okay, let us wait while this is building, and after that we are going to define our service in our application tag. So let me also get the resources for it. Yeah, let me show what a library I'm using. Android platform samples. So if you directly search on Google what are Android platform samples, you will get the repository itself. There, if you see, this is the official library. Thanks Clown for letting me know. So this is our library platform samples, and inside it, if you go to user interface, there it is, app widgets. Inside user interface module, there is this app widget module, and then you can check any app widget, whatever you want. So let me drop the link in the chat, you can just check it out. So now let's go back, and it's still building. What we can do is wait only, and after that let me just add that file, and it will automatically build. So we'll go to samples. Let me show you what I'm doing. So this is the platform samples. Okay, Clown, it is, I think, i7 maybe. i7 it is. 16 GB RAM and i7, and I'm using four to five windows are open parallelly, so I think that's why it is lagging. So I will go to user interface, and there you can see here we have two packages. RV, that means remote view. So remote view is the older way that we used with XML, and right now we are going to use glance. So glance KTX. So this file is for what we can say, how this file also define how you can open the bottom sheet for showing your glance widget, and it also defines the default values of our box, our column, our row. So this file is not required, but we can just use any of these. And today let's create a simple widget. So what should we use? Either we can use any image or a layout. Yeah, let's go for a layout. So this is a layout widget, right? So layout, normal text, and yeah. So where is our first class? Yes. So this is our main class. This is like our activity, and you can extend the parent activity. This is not actually an activity, but just for the reference, you can consider this as our activity because it is our entry point. And this is your parent activity that you have to override. And then consider this provide glance as your own create method, where we have to define our UI. So inside this our on create method, we have this provide content, where we can define our compose kind of UI. Okay, so these are basically similar to how we are defining our activity, but just the names are different. Okay, so let's copy this thing, and I'll keep explaining you what is going on here. So hopefully this should this error should go now. Why it is not going? My webcam is frozen. No, it is not. Is it really? Okay. I think connection is poor. That's why it is showing you frozen. If the voice is clear, then we can adjust. So I'll go to package. I'll create a new package with the name widget. Let's paste the file here. Your screen is also lagging. Okay, let me just check what I can do. Okay, the best thing I can do is close the windows, unnecessary windows and applications, and also close this emulator. Okay, now this error is gone, and let's add this file. Uh, let's create it actually, so that you will have better understanding also. So let's create a class my widget, and that will extend class app widget. Okay, show me the suggestion. Android Studio don't want me to go live. It is lagging a lot. Glance app widget. Still it is not showing. Oh, add the dependency, bro. I already have the dependency. Let me see what it is asking. Glance app widget. I've already added that, right? Okay, maybe the version. There is some issue with the version. Let me see what it has added. Where is it? Where is it? It added something or not? I don't think so. I don't think so. It added anything here. No, it didn't. See, there is no separate glance version, and it is not showing the version here. So let us see which is the latest version of Glance. I will just search. This one. 1.0, 1.1.0 release candidate. Stable version is 1.0.0. So why not use this? I think there should not be much differences here. So let's go down to 1.0.0. I'm just guessing that it will be a version issue. I'm not sure because if it is not a version issue, then dependencies are already there. So it should not be a dependency issue for sure. Let's hope it is just a version issue. And inside it, we have our similar to onCreate method that is called as provide glance, and we will override it here. Okay, hopefully it should import this. Yes, it imported. So that was a version issue. So that's how you tackle any errors. And let's override this. And inside it, what we can do is we can have our glance theme. Okay, let's define a glance theme here. Okay, local colors. Let's see if we can access the glance theme here, or we have to define it. First of all, we have to use provide glance. This method, not this one, sorry. Provide content maybe. Yes, provide content. I'm not just copy pasting the things. I will also explaining if you can understand it. If you can't understand it, just let me know in the comments. I will try my best to explain whatever I am doing. So here, let us try to get this glance theme. Yes, it is here. And after that, my content. Let's create a composable here. Not a class, but a composable. And one more thing, important thing. This modifier is of no use in our glance because as I already told you, this glance API is not actually our compose API. It is not in our compose directory. It is a whole different library. So it need a whole different modifier, and that is named as glance modifier. Glance modifier, here it is. So you can see all these things, whatever we are using, text, row, column, so they should be from this glance library. And this, so you cannot use anything that is actually related to our main composable library. Okay, I think at least someone is watching, so that's really good. And let's create our UI. So before creating our UI, let us just as it is suggesting, Let's use the normal, and let's remove this because we don't need it actually. Let's just create a maybe scaffold, because scaffold is also present in our glance API. So I have added it. And where is the scaffold? Okay, here we are using Android X Compose Material 3 scaffold, so we don't have to use it. Let me see whatever option is available. Okay, this is not what we want. Let me see if any glance widget is a glance scaffold is here. I think there is not. So let's create a surface then. Surface should be present in glance. No, this one is not. It is not showing many suggestions for glance, but I think these things are present in glance also. Let me just change the import here. Okay, button is here, image is here, and what else? Let us check in the layout. Row is here, column is here, box, and let's check something else. What is this app widget? Okay, check boxes are also here. Let's check in the material 3. We got anything? No. Then I think we have to use a layout maybe. Okay, let's check, keep checking. Text, unit, state, session. Let's use a layout then. We'll use a box. And box is from, okay, box is also not from here. Okay, I'm not sure what is the issue here we are having. Yeah, box is from this glance now. All right. Thank you, Clown, for being here. Let me just create a, let me give it a modifier, not modifier, alignment. Okay, what parameters is it having? Content alignment is here. Content alignment, center, and then give it a text, and it is a glance text. Hello, glance. Okay. So here is our layout, and let's now let me explain you how it will work. So this is our kind of activity, but this is not actual activity. It is just a class, and as I told you, we will be interacting with our widget using a broadcast receiver. So let's create it. So let me show you how we can create a broadcast receiver for this glance. It is straightforward, and I think we just need one class that we are defining as broadcast receiver. Yeah. Okay, let's create it here itself. So below this, let's create a class that is my app widget receiver. Yeah, it is already suggesting us, so it's fine. Let's import this my app widget receiver. Yeah, and let's override. Okay, which one should we override? Glance app widget, this one. So this is our glance app widget, and we have to return this class. That's it. And why it is showing blur here? Override, well, yeah, we are doing it right. Let's remove this get. Okay, I think this will we have to ignore this. So this is the thing you have to do, and make sure your class does not have any constructor parameters. Okay, so this is our receiver, and now we have to define our receiver in the Android manifest. So let's go to manifest and create a receiver. Let me just copy the default values. Because these are all the boilerplate code, and let me also show you how you can get it from the official documentation. Glance, yeah. Yes, we are defining it like this. This is our glance widget, and this is our receiver. Let's copy this all. Let's go to demo, paste it here. This should be my app widget receiver. And what is this resource file? So using this XML resource file, we can define the configuration for our widget. What is the maximum size, what should be the default size, and other things like that. Let me just show you what are all these things. This one. Okay, so receiver, we done that. We defined our receiver class. Yes, this is the app widget info metadata. So we can define all the things here. Let me just show you. Okay, we created our UI. All right. Where is the metadata? Let me show you with the live example. Text widget, long text widget. There you go. So if you see in the resource XML, we have this app widget provider tag, and here we can provide all the configuration, and then this provider we have to define in our manifest metadata. So let's copy this thing, and let me move to this another screen and paste it inside of our resource XML my app widget info. So we'll name it my app widget info. And it should be not this preference screen. Okay, let's define it here. We will remove it when the file is created. Let's remove it and paste this thing. Okay, so preview image that you can define as a drawable. So when we are popping up the bottom sheet, or if you can long press on your home screen, then you can see all the widgets available. So you can also show the preview here. And also one more thing, in the latest update of this widget library, glance library, we can show the dynamic previews. So that is enhanced thing, that is an improved thing. Let me show you. Let me just search. uh, if you have watched the Google I/O event, then you might know this thing, glance dynamic preview. Implement a glance theme. Let me check it. Let me see. Android. Newest glance widget questions. Mystifying. Also, if anyone is watching, let me know. Should I write some articles in a concise way defining how you can start with this glance thing? Okay, this is the same thing, I guess, what we are already doing. Implement a glance theme. Shape, modifier background. I think it is the same thing. We we don't have this thing yet. So let me just pass the default values here. Max resize height. So we don't have a preview image yet. So let's remove this and it will just show your app icon as a preview. Max resize height. So what should be the max resize height? Let me get all the values from here. Min width is 120 dp. Min resize width is 120 dp. Minimum height is 126 dp. That is weird. Minimum height is, so it should be 126. Yeah. Target cell height 2. Okay, these are the cells height. What should be the default cells we are catching? So 2 and 2. So 2 by 2. 624. And then 252 dp. And that's it. So we have defined our broadcast receiver. We have our UI. And now it should run. Yeah, now this is also here. So it should run now. Let's try and wait. Till then, what you can do is you can check out all the designs and design guidelines for creating a widget in Android, and you should be following that because you should not be annoying your user to show some widget in your home screen. So that should be with the design guidelines, and the colors whatever you are using with your widgets, so that should be also according to the glance theme, because you cannot have a uh, very bright widget over a dark screen, so that won't look good and user will eventually remove it. So you should use this glance theme and whatever content you are defining, so that should be also having your glance colors. All right, let's wait. Okay, it is taking a lot of time. Let me not just stay quiet and keep showing you this thing, this platform examples. So if you are new to this live, and I will just drop the link in the chat section also, so you can just go to this user interface, app widgets, and glance. And also, if anything is not supported in right now in the glance library, so what you can do is you can use the previous library, which was our remote view library, and then you can use your Android view to use in this glance. Let me show you how it is possible. Item that is Android with our XML, so you can define whatever UI you want in your XML, and then you can use it in your latest glance library. So this thing, package name, and our radio buttons. So this is the layout of our XML. There you can see it is our XML layout, and we are using whatever configuration we want. So this is the method of this remote view class. Okay, let me uh, this how we can use coil library with our glance. So I'll just give you an overview here. Okay, we will start with our glance provider. Here is our content. Okay, where is our image? Yeah, there it is. So this is the default image tag, and here is our uh, we don't have to pass any what we say image vector or something. We have to pass an image provider, and we have to create a extra function for that that returns us an image provider object, and there we are going to use the bitmap library and all. So shows the downloaded image, but where is the coil library? Let me find. How you can find? If you don't already know, you can click on the package, Control Alt F. Then you can use coil. Fake image repository, image worker, image worker, image worker. Okay. Okay, yeah, let me tell you. So how you can do some work from your widget. Suppose, for example, here in this widget, okay, the emulator is lagging, I guess, but in some of your widgets, you might have a tick button or a reload button. So tick button is not a heavy operation, right? It is what it do is it just reload your UI of your widget. So that is not a heavy operation. So you can just directly do it in your widget state class. Let me show you what it is uh, inside of layout text text provider data provider. Where is it? Okay, so this is just the repository pattern here it is using. Okay, thank you for being here. Okay, so here it is just the also do the same thing. You can create a suspend function, and let me show you what official documentation says. Not this one, this one. Okay, handle user interaction with class. So here it is clicking on any button, and if you want to open your activity, then you can just use this action start activity. I will also show you if this project is built, then I will definitely show you how you can use this action start activity, and you can open any activity you want. And if you are using composable, then how you can open a particular compose screen from this glance? What you can do is you can pass a destination here. So you can pass what we can say, uh, bundle object that contains a string value. So in your activity you will get it in a bundle. Let me show you where you will get it. In your main activity you will get instance bundle, okay, and then you can extract that string resource, and then you can define, okay, this was you can map it basically that this was your particular path. Okay, it has failed. Let me retry. That basically failed because of longer build times. Okay, so what I was explaining. So in this method, in this start activity method, you can define any particular destination of your composable that you want to go to your screen 2, screen 3. So you can define it here, and in your activity just get that as start destination, okay. And you can same way launch the service also. Then your broadcast is also there, and yeah, this is the main thing. We can add a clickable here just like our compose, and where is this submit data will go. So there is a action callback. So whatever action you are doing, like checkbox click or anything that will update the UI of your widget, so you have to define a action callback for that, like here image. And if we are clicking on any image, glance modifier dot clickable. So what we are doing here is running the action callback for this class, and here is our class. So this is our action callback. And on action we have these parameters that we can pass from here. Inside of this inside of these parentheses we can pass these parameters, and then we have this glance id and context also. So we can perform any operation, like we want to update any data. But for long running operations, you gotta use a worker. Let me also show you that example, how you can use a worker. So this is just for our low budget operations basically, which and yeah, at last whenever you are doing something, so make sure to also call this one, your widget class dot update. That's it. So this will only update that particular glance object with this glance id, okay. And here it is also mentioning do some work but offset long term task for a worker. So provide parameters to actions, yeah. As I was saying, so you can provide parameters like this in your activity. So just pass the destination here. That destination key is home or work. And you can get it in something like this, okay? Intent.extras.getString. Yeah, I was wrong, sorry. We don't get it in the bundle object, we get it in the intent object. Okay, where is the worker thing? I'll definitely show you the worker thing also. This is our widget. We are getting our repository here. So you can also create any repository from where you might be observing any data. So make sure to use this collect as state to observe any data. All right. So this is our destinations, and like you're doing it in your view model, you have three states: loading, error, or success or completed. So you can show all these states in your widget also. So that is a very cool thing, your destination repository. Okay, we have this thing to update our widget, and Okay, where is the worker thing? Yeah, this is the worker I was talking about. We have two viewers still. I hope you are enjoying the video and it is not lagging a lot. Okay, so back to work. We are having this async worker with the same parameter and context, and we can perform any operation like do any network call fetching and then update our UI. Okay, let me show you the live example of it. Okay, it is still installation failed suggestion. What is this? I think our emulator is lagging now. It is lagging a lot now. Let me close and reopen it. I think that should solve the issue. And let's rebuild. Okay, today we will definitely build this project. We will not end the live stream until this project is built. Okay, so where we were, this is our repository as I showed you. So we have to export flow data because we have to export a observable data basically. So this is a flow of our long text. And on refresh, we are just reloading the data. And what is this companion object on clear data? Okay, I have to show you an example of doing things with worker. Uh, I think image worker is there. So I'll open it after this. So this is a fake text with image. We have text with image data. We have a refresh. We have a load button. And there it is, a fetch suspend function. Okay, this is a I think useful. Yeah, this is a useful function. We can use a URL of any server image and a context object, and then we can fetch it. Get max width memory allowed size in bytes. Okay, so if you actually want to use this thing in your production application, so I will recommend you to directly go to this repository and copy paste all the UI and this functions also. This the what you can say, the helper functions we are having, and there you can pass any URLs that you want from your user input maybe or from your API. Okay, so this is our load function, and that is also a suspend function if you see. So let me see where we are using this load. Okay, we are using with the context, and we are passing this load here. All right, so I think that is all okay now. We have to get our repository, then we have to load our data and pass the observable things inside of our compose UI. I think that sounds straightforward thing now. Compute if absent. Okay, this is just making it unique because you can have multiple widgets in your single application, right? So you need to pass a key for your unique widget. Okay, let's move ahead. Where is the image? Text list images. Image worker. Yes, so this is the image worker that we gotta use to perform any long running operations. So this is our main function, do work, and what it do is it get the width height, URI, and then update image widget. Okay, what is this function? Glance widget manager. Okay, this is our main class. All right, this is our main class for showing the images. Let's see if our app is built or not. Okay, we haven't run it yet. Let's go back to our platform sample. And here in our glance, we need an image. So let us just understand the flow. So in our glance, we have provide glance, then we will go to the content. We are getting a context, size, and image path. So image path we are getting from this get image key. What is it returning? Preference key. Okay, it is returning a preference dot key. That means it is using data store here. Yes, yeah, it is using data store to show some unique key. Okay, it is storing the unique key according to height and width. I think it is launching our application now. The emulator is built. The application is built and emulator is running. So update image widget, just call this our widget class dot update all. Okay, just this is the main function that you have to remember every time you are updating anything in your UI. So you have to call this thing every time you are updating any state in your UI, like any image or any reload button. So you have to call this. All right. Okay, why does Bluetooth keep stopping? I'm not even using it. Pixel launcher is not responding. Wow. They don't want me to end this live stream. That's why. Let's hope they want me. Install is successful now and our application should run. If it is installed, then we can. Okay, now it is installed. Let's wait for the emulator to be stable now. Let's go to the home screen. I think this is all because of I'm running a lot of windows parallelly, and that's why it is lagging here. Maybe I should update my system. Okay, let's see where we are using this image worker here. So we get the image path. So how we are showing any image in our glances, we have to first download it. You can see here we are getting the image. Okay, this is the unique, what do we say, unique key for our image. And after that, if image path is not equal to null, then we are showing this image with the get image provider method. And what it does is it gets the path, it checks if it starts with this, and it returns this. Else it will just decode the file with this path, because we need the image in our local system. And then we return the image provider with our bitmap object. So if you have already worked with bitmaps, then it is easier for you to understand what thing is going on here. We are basically getting the bitmap of our locally, the image that is available locally in our system, in our device storage. If the image URL is null, then what we are doing, if the image is not available in our local system, then we are showing a circle progress bar, and we are using this enqueue method. So I think it's just, yeah, one time work. It will just do one time work and get our image and store it in our local system. Okay, it sets our input values. Here it is downloading, I guess. Request builder, where are we using this request builder? Okay, enqueue unique work, that is from work manager. This is the work unique name, work policy. Okay, we are doing it in the background. Okay, I got to also deep dive into this work manager thing. Right now I am not comfortable with work manager, but mostly what you can do is you can use this repository pattern, what we are using in this text one, in the layout, in the text. So like this, you can get your own repository with this ID. You can pass the ID, and you can get the repository. You have to get a unique repository, also a singleton object of your repository, so that is mandatory. So make sure to use this get repo method instead of directly creating the instance of your repository by calling the constructor. So we are exporting the flow object, and where is the, yeah, here it is, the load method. You can also create a suspend function here that will call your API or whatever you are doing in your widget, and just call your that suspend function using this with context, and that will give you a coroutine scope. All right, I hope that sounds good. But why our application is not built yet? Let's try it third time. I hope my video is all right. We are waiting for our emulator only. At last, if the emulator is not running, I'm gonna try it with my physical device. Okay, but we are gonna build it. I'll show you that we have to use the broadcast receiver way of creating a widget in Android. Let me know, guys, if anyone is here. uh, 2 viewers are here, so that's great. I think 3 viewers are here now, so that's a big achievement. Let's hope the emulator will run now. For platform sample, there are other things also, like there is one more cool thing in Android that is just launched. If you don't know, predictive back. Okay, shared element transition, great. I already have a video on it, so if you want to learn about shared element transition, then make sure to check it out. Okay, picture in picture is also here. Hi Karan. Okay, I think our emulator is booted at last. And after this glance, I don't think there is much things to now discover in remote view. I will recommend you to directly go for glance, because first of all it is stable and it is improving. In our latest Google I/O, it is also mentioned that there are a lot of designs that are already present for glance, and most of the requirements are already covered. So let me also show you the designs. Okay, what is this? This is not what you want. Android. This is the main video which I watched for starting with glance, and it is just a great talk. The speakers are amazing. Build UI with glance. Yeah, I think they mentioned the link in the description of this video. Widget design guidance. I think this is the link. This is a great talk. It will show you all the methods, like what I am showing you here, the repository pattern, the worker thing. It will just explain all the things, but not with the actual project. It just explain it with some PPTs, whatever they are showing. So these are all the default designs that you might need in your application with the toggle buttons. This is a trading, what we can say, widget that shows the whatever stocks are growing or decreasing, for the weather, for the fitness tracker, for the news. So all the designs are here. So what you have to do is just copy the designs, just write your functions in on click of every element. Where is the designs? Go to design, not the foundation. You just have to get these designs, and also make sure to use the glance theme. Okay, our emulator is still not running. Then it's time to use our physical device. So I'm closing my face cam now. And then how I will show this to you? I have to connect OTG. Okay, I'll connect. Hello, hello. Okay, now I am audible. Finally, I just disconnected my mic from mobile, and that's why I was not. That's why I was not audible. So emulator is running and application is also built now. Let me just add a widget in the home screen. So there it is. So this is my demo application here that is just built. I will go to the widgets and there you can see my demo widget. Let me go to a new screen and paste it here. There you might see it. It is showing hello glance. The background color is not visible because my background is black and the text I'm showing is also black. So you gotta cover this thing. You have to use a color